Happy Wealth Wednesday, Michelle. I'm so excited to have you here based off your incredible experience at OMERS and real estate proptech investing. I would love if you could kick us off by just telling us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Michelle. I'm a principal at OMERS Ventures. We're a multi-stage venture fund, so series A, B, and C. I focus on everything real estate related, which is construction, commercial real estate, and residential. And I've been with the fund for over 5 years, started in the Toronto office, and then moved out to the Bay Area to launch our office here about 2.5 years ago.
What was your first ever investment, really in anything, and what got you started?
The retirement savings plans at my job. So any matching programs was definitely how I got started. And then honestly, it was only pretty recently where I really started thinking about investing in the public markets and some crypto. I guess my job is investing in risky areas, and I was quite risk averse with my personal money for the first good part of my career.
So how and why did you get into this particular space?
I started my career as a generalist. So I was at OMERS Ventures. We looked at the Canadian market, and I was very kind of focused on all technology opportunities. And then as we came to the Bay Area and really narrowed down our scope and specific themes, real estate was one that arose. So the 3 reasons why real estate is exciting to us is 1, it's just a massive industry. Residential real estate is valued over 30 trillion. The inefficiencies in productivity are massive in construction. And then if you're looking at the value of real estate and commercial, these are big spaces where, as a VC, there's lots of opportunity to make outsized returns. Second, the consumer adoption to date has been low relative to other industries for technology, but things are changing. Consumerization, people have different expectations of technology in their jobs, and there's just a higher expectation that it will make a difference, resulting in we're seeing a change in people's adoption, which is really exciting. So people are replacing Excel, they're replacing pen and paper, and it gives a great opportunity for people to build and disrupt in this space. Third is around technology now existing that can make a difference. So we've seen a lot around big data, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and even computer vision, specifically when we think about construction, where these technologies are enabling some of these solutions and will help us see big changes going forward.
What role do you play in the wealth space, and why is it important?
In venture, the role is to provide a minority investment to startups in order to help them scale their business. Our job is to provide capital to entrepreneurs to help them grow their businesses and ultimately make a big difference in the world. We talk to first-time entrepreneurs, sometimes they're repeat, but they're all these people that are passionate about changing something and making the world better. And what we do is we provide some of that capital to help them do that. So sometimes it's a few people and an idea. Sometimes it's a team of 100 people who already have an idea of what they're doing, and you're just adding some fuel to the fire. But our goal is kind of to enable these small businesses to grow and be successful.
Why do you think that real estate came up as a theme, as a place where you guys wanted to play?
Some of the reasons I mentioned before, real estate, it's one of those spaces that is kind of behind in technology. But it's a big industry and there's lots of opportunity. So a lot of the time it's really timing, because you can have great technology, but you need to have people willing to adopt, and it's kind of a problem that they need to solve right away. And we're seeing a lot of that happening in real estate right now. So that's definitely one of the areas or reasons why we're so excited about this space. And this is a big, when you think of the residential side, this is a big transaction and very emotional when people purchase a home. It's how many people hold their wealth. And the process today, a lot of people don't have a very positive view on it. There's a lot of lack of transparency, stress around the transaction. So I see it also that there are still problems that exist in real estate, and which provides just more opportunity for these early stage companies to make a difference.
So leading into that, what do you think is the most exciting thing you've learned that you would want others to know?
There's this convergence happening between fintech and real estate right now. Consumers are more comfortable with banking online, any types of e-commerce, payments, and that's enabling this whole world of companies to really change how we purchase a home. And buying a home today is challenging. It's really hard. Prices are high. We're seeing the different bubbles in different markets where tech workers are moving. But at the end of the day, you still need to put a down payment down. And getting to that savings is very challenging for a lot of people. So there's lots of barriers to purchase a home. And I think because of this comfortability around fintech and real estate together, we're seeing many different ways of home ownership, which will change how people build their wealth going forward. So we've seen companies around democratizing ownership through enabling the down payment. So companies such as Landed. There's also the rent to own model out there, companies such as Divvy and Landis that are really enabling people to get into this market. And I think that we'll see a massive change going forward on what the cap table of the home looks like. And I think it's just the timing is right because of all of these things converging.
Is there a person or a company that really inspires you in the space, and why?
So I mentioned the company Landed. So this is one of our investments in real estate. They're democratizing home ownership for starting with educators and then move to other essential workers. And they're providing down payment assistance to enable people to purchase homes and making that transition easier so people are able to build their wealth in their home. We are very passionate about this new trend of democratizing home ownership, and we're really excited about the company. And they're based in San Francisco, which is nearby. One thing we really liked about Landed is that they're so mission driven and they're focused on helping their communities that they're in. So starting with educators, these are, and we've learned through COVID, kind of the backbone of society, especially municipality workers as well, and healthcare workers. And they're working downtown expensive cities or in expensive areas. And Landed is enabling this really important backbone of our community to purchase homes near where they work. And how they do that is they share in the down payment. So you do not have to get to kind of that certain savings you would need to traditionally. And then the company will share in the change in value over time.
Perfect. And so what advice would you give to someone getting started, either as an angel or VC investor, and even potentially as just a first-time home buyer in this new innovative space?
There's no right background to get into VC. So my colleagues, I have people from financial backgrounds, people from operating backgrounds, lawyers, repeat entrepreneurs. Like there's no right way of getting in. So I think that's really important to think about. So if you're interested in venture, just start networking and talking to people because it's a unique role and there's a lot of value that different people can provide, and having a team of people who have different backgrounds and experiences really makes the investment committee very diverse, which will draw better outcomes.
And are there any resources that you really love that have helped you plug into the real estate VC scene?
There are a few. PropTech Collective is definitely one of the newsletters. There's Geek Estate blog as well. And I've just found that the regular publications like Wall Street Journal do a really good job of covering real estate, which is nice. So there's usually a lot of information out there of the trends and what's happening.
Anything else we should know? How can we follow what you're up to, what you'll be investing in? How can we keep in touch?
Follow me on LinkedIn and Twitter as well.
From time to time, some Medium articles and blogs that we can link as well.
Yeah, a lot of our thoughts or our thesis on certain sectors within real estate will be on Medium.
Fantastic. All right, well, we will follow along. Thank you so much, Michelle, for everything that you've shared. Can't wait to see how this landscape changes and makes it so much more accessible and democratized. So it's an exciting time, and it's a very cool time to be part of it.
Thank you for having me.